All right, let me close this. The view speaker. Yeah. So guys, check it out. Time to take notes. So what you're gonna learn today will be the step-by-step, like what you should do throughout your day, that will give the results that you want. But each person has different problems. Each person is struggling and is in a different level of struggling of weight loss, struggling because of autoimmune disease, struggling because it's post-menopause. Each person has different situations. 1,000 situations, right? If you have twins, your sister is everything in your sister's body is completely different to your body. So that's why I'm gonna give you a general strategy here, because this will apply to all of you guys. But of course, if you have any specific question that's for your case, you're gonna just put in the chat as well. All right. So check it out. Let's start. Everything should be clear once you start your day, your morning. And then I'm going to tell you the step by step. What should do in the morning, what should they should do in the afternoon, what should do in the evening, and the alternatives, the options. Because of course, every single day can be different to you, right? Your emotions can be different. In the morning today, you can feel sad because of some reason. Tomorrow, you can feel happy in the morning for another reason. And then your hormones are changing every single time, right? And because of your hormones are changing every single time as well, your results will change as well. So I'm going to tell you step by step. So time to take notes. The first thing here, let's start talking about when you wake up. I will talk about sleep if you struggle with sleep, because no sleep, no results. You don't get any results that you have in your life if you're not sleeping well. So that's why we're going to talk about sleep when we start talking about the evening, right? But now let's talk about the morning. Let's say you woke up, right? You woke up. What's the first thing that you should do for you to, if you want to get results, to feel better? Lose belly fat, reduce inflammation in your body, modulate your hormones. The first thing that you should do is what? You need to improve your hormones. The most important hormones when you wake up will be what? For you to modulate will be your melatonin hormone and your cortisol hormone, right? So when you wake up, your melatonin, it will be, normally will reduce because you woke up, and now your cortisol will naturally spike, naturally. But what's the first command that you guys should do to have a great day, to start your day right and modulate your hormones? So like you're going to wake up already, modulate your hormones. Thiago, I want to optimize my hormones because I'm not getting results. And I think that my stress hormone or my cortisol, I think is imbalanced. What's the first thing that I should do, Thiago, when I wake up? Guys, don't think about anything when you wake up besides go to the window, get any sunlight, see any sunlight that you have available in your house. It doesn't matter anything. Even don't go to the toilet. Don't do anything. We're going to talk about phones. But the first thing that you should do to modulate your hormones, to give the command to your body, is getting the sunlight as fast as possible. So you wake up. Remember, when you wake up, you have some 5 to 6 brain waves in your brain. When you wake up, you are in theta brain wave. What does it mean? What does it mean, Thiago? This theta brain wave, what does it mean? It means that you are more likely to absorb any information when you wake up. Everybody, right? I'm going to talk about these. If there is no sunlight, I'm going to talk about this. Let's say you wake up. Now your brain is susceptible to receive anything that you're going to think, or that you're going to look at, or that you're going to hear. You wake up, get that sunlight. Thiago, but the city that I live now, everything's really cloudy. Like it's cloud or it's rainy. It's not really like sunny day. Guys, no problem at all. What the solution for you? If you live in a place in your neighborhood or in your city is really cloud, just spend more time, because you have more photons. You have always more photons outdoors anyways. If you have the chance to go outdoors, you spend like 10 minutes, try to spend 10 minutes. I'm talking about the reason why is because to modulate your hormones. All of you guys, women, always talk to me, Thiago, I want to modulate my hormones. My hormones are, I think one of my hormones are creating that imbalance, and I'm struggling to lose my belly fat. That's why solution number one, the first thing that you should do in the morning is get that sunlight. It doesn't mean you need to get the like sunny day. It doesn't mean that, it's raining. Just spend more time. Just spend more time, because you're going to get more photos. You have 50 times more lux, that we call LUX, more photos, right? Outdoors compared to indoors. So if you have if you have the possibility to go outdoors for 10 minutes, go to 10 minutes, right? If you cannot do this, window, check your window. Okay, which part of my house have more sunlight? Do whatever you can do. Go to the best option available. Always remember this phrase. Always remember this phrase, like for anything that you're going to try to improve your body. Best option available now. Okay, what's the best option available now? Okay, it's raining. I cannot go outdoors. No problem. Go to the window that's brighter, right? And stay there for 10 minutes. At the same time, you need to focus on what? Breathe in, breathe out from your nose. Tiago, why? What does it mean? Like, it doesn't matter for me to lose inflammation in my body, reduce inflammation in my body, lose my belly fat. Like, why is that? I'm going to tell you why. When you are doing, when you're breathing from your nose, that's step number one for you to reduce inflammation in your body. And when you are not, most of you guys, you have no idea. Most people are not getting enough oxygen throughout the day. What does it mean? Just because of lack of oxygen, just because you're not breathing from your nose as well, you're increasing the inflammation in your body. By increasing the inflammation in your body, you struggle even more. You deregulate your gut microbiome, you imbalance, but all your hormones like imbalance just because of that, and you struggle to lose belly fat, right? Because of the inflammation increasing. And one of the things, there are many things, many things. One of the things that increase inflammation in your body is when you're not getting enough oxygen. Got it? And then, for example, that's why the time that you have available is when you wake up. You wake up, go to the window, focus on breathe in, breathe out. Plus, when you are doing this, you are giving, guys, it's all about command. You are giving the command. You are telling your body like that. Body, okay, now is the time for you to modulate my hormones because I'm getting the sunlight. So remember, retina. Retina is the part that you need to get that bright light around in the morning to modulate your cortisol. What does it mean? It means that you will tend to be less reactive to any situation that you can feel stressed out or anxious throughout the day. You can feel less anxious or less stressed. Why? Just because you are modulating your hormone cortisol, just because you wake up and just because you went to the window or outdoor, because you got that sunlight. So something is for free, something that you can do, like there is no excuse that you can do. Tiago, I have only 5 minutes. Go for 5 minutes. Tiago, I just have 2 minutes. Go for 2 minutes. Remember, go to the best option available now, right? So never give excuse. Tiago said that I need at least 10 minutes, but I don't have 10 minutes. I have 3. I'm going to give up. I will not do this. I'm going to skip. So guys, that's a bad mindset that you're having. Use the option available that you have. If you have 3 minutes, 3 minutes, because at least you're going to modulate your cortisol and your melatonin hormone. That's step number 1 for what? For those of you who are struggling to sleep, every single person, so remember this forever. Take note, everybody who needs to improve their sleep, it's a must to get the sunlight at least like 5-10 minutes when they wake up. It's a must. If you don't get the sunlight in the morning, early morning, especially when you wake up, any time of the morning, like whatever, like anytime, you're going to keep struggling forever to sleep well. Those people who don't have problems with sleep, one day or another day without getting the sunlight in the morning is okay. They can feel more stressed out. That's another thing, but they will struggle to sleep. Those people who are struggling to sleep already, they will keep struggling. Like you will never improve 100%, have a deep sleep, like sleeping with quantity and quality if you're not getting the sunlight to modulate your cortisol hormone and your melatonin hormone in the morning. Got it? Remember? So take notes with that. Remember, it's a must. It's something that should be a must. Okay. And someone said anything here. Breath work is incredible for nervous system. No, yeah, that's why. That's why. So all your nervous system, when you are breathing in, breathing out, there are many things that's going on in your body. Guys, how do you think that you burn fat? How do you think that you are, Tiago, okay, I want to burn fat. I want to lose weight. I want to lose my belly fat. How my body burn my fat? How? Something that most people don't know is from your what? From that change of oxygen that you get and from carbon dioxide. Tiago, what does it mean? It means that, for example, there is one paper showing that every 10 kilos that you lose, 10 kilos that you lose, about like 25 pounds, every 10 kilos that you lose, 8.7 kilograms is lost from carbon dioxide. For your breathe, when you breathe out, that capacity of breathe in, breathe out. Most people don't know that. So, Thiago, what does it mean? It means that for me to increase my capacity to lose more fat, to lose more weight, do I need to increase my capacity of breathing in, breathing out, that capacity of getting more oxygen and put a carbon like CO2, get rid of my body? So that capacity will help me lose more weight, even long-term as well? Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. And that's another reason why you should focus on your breathing as well, especially nasal breathing. Got it? To reduce the inflammation in your body, to increase that capacity of breathing in, breathing out, that CO2 and oxygen. And by consequence, you are stimulating your body to lose weight, not only short-term, but long-term as well. That's why, another reason why exercise when you are doing your workout, why do you think that workout is crucial when you are doing the right workout, of course? Why do you think when you do the right workout for your body, for your fitness level, it's crucial for you to sustain weight loss? You can lose weight at the beginning without working out. Only focusing on food and other things. Without working out, you can lose weight. But you never sustain your weight loss long-term, like in 1 year from now, in 2 years from now, in 3 years from now, you need to do workouts and intense sessions. Why do you think that? Because when you do workout, 10 minutes workout, but it's intense, you're increasing that cardiorespiratory capacity. And just because of that mechanism of CO2 that you, when you breathe out, and getting oxygen when you breathe in, that capacity is much higher. That's the main reason why exercise is crucial for you, because it increases that capacity, right? But something so simple that you even don't need to work out, that's step number one for you to improve that capacity, for you to burn fat long-term, is when you wake up, you remind yourself, okay, I'm going to get that sunlight in front of the window, look outdoors and breathing in, breathing out, okay? So keep focusing on your breathing. You have no idea. People even don't think about that. Weight loss, breathing in, breathing out. People even don't know about that, right? So I'm telling you the details. I'm telling you everything. Check it out. Remember this forever. I'm telling you every single, every details in your whole day that's affecting your weight loss. I'm talking about all the details that is affecting your inflammation, that's affecting your hormones, that's affecting your belly fat. I'm talking about details. I'm not skipping anything. That's why I'm talking about breathing in, breathing out. Crucial, right? Crucial, especially. For example, you have, you don't notice that, and then you don't notice that you're not breathing in from your nose. You are breathing in more from your mouth. You are doing your work, you're doing your stuff, open mouth, and then you're just doing like this. You're not noticing that. What you are creating apnea. What's going to happen? Just because of that lack, that poor breathing that you have, you're going to struggle to sleep even more later. Got it? So remember this, guys. This is a must. When you start your day, do that. Let's go to the next. Next part, I'm talking about mornings. So remember, let's talk about this. This is the most important thing. Many people do this. When you wake up, usually you don't go to the window. What do you usually do when you wake up? Many of you guys. This, right? So remember this forever. When you wake up, the second part of your sleep is the time that your body is getting all the information, is absorbing the information. For example, an argument that you had with your husband yesterday, or an argument that you had with your boss, or a problem that you had with anybody else, and that you got stressed out yesterday. Second part of your sleep, about 4 a.m., let's say 3 a.m. to 5 a.m. Second part, at the end of your sleep, your body, that's the time that your body is adjusting and absorbing the information. And you're gonna deal, you're gonna feel less stressed out because of the situation that happened yesterday, just because of that second part of your sleep. So if you sleep well, the second part of your sleep, the next day you're gonna feel better. The high levels of stress that you had yesterday, having an argument with your husband, you will not have the same level of stress the next day. Why? Just because this second time of the sleep, your sleep, you slept well. But let me tell you this. So check this out. But if you wake up, when you wake up, remember what I told you? Your brainwave in your brain is theta brainwave. Now your body's accepting anything super fast. That time is crucial for you to do anything, do nothing without touching your phone, because that time when you wake up, you are, do you guys notice that you're a little bit groggy when you wake up, right? Did you guys notice that? First 5 minutes when you wake up, 10 minutes, you're a little bit groggy. If someone asks you something, you don't know how to answer properly, you are a little bit slow. It's because of your brain wave is in theta, just because of that. But what's the situation? That time is crucial for you to quiet your mind to that stress that you had with your husband yesterday, or any argument that you had yesterday. Will just get like, you're going to feel 1,000 times better if you use that time to just relax, to do anything, to go to the window and get that sunlight, like I told you. But you can destroy that mechanism of solution if you touch your phone, if you check your phone. Those people who wake up and they check their phone, okay, I'm going to check here my WhatsApp. My friend said that. What you're doing, guys, that's the worst of the worst thing that you are doing with yourself, with your hormones. Thiago, I want to improve my hormones. What's the first thing that I need to avoid when I wake up? Don't touch your phone if you want to improve your hormones. Why? I'm going to tell you why. When you wake up, when you check anything in your phone, what you are giving the command to your body. Body, be reactive to anything that happens, spike my cortisol hormone, my stress hormones. In any situation that happens throughout my whole day, I need to be reactive. So you are creating that activity in one part of your brain to give you reaction to anything. For example, you wake up and then you check anything, and then your friend told you something, and then you feel more anxious or more stressed out, or even more, oh, wow, I didn't know that. I need to do this. Like any situation that triggers any thought in your brain, that was the wrong time that you had that trigger in your brain. And because of that, this will create, like, you're increasing the chances of higher levels of stress or higher levels of anxiety, and even less, how can I say, less mechanism, the production of neurotransmitters and the function, the right function in your bacteria, inside your gut, you're going to just decrease that. Everything started because of what? Because you gave the wrong command to your brain because you checked your phone. So take notes. Remember, start your day, do what I told you, and spend 30 minutes without, that's ideal, 30 minutes without checking your phone. If you want, for example, Thiago, one of my problems is because I feel stressed out, or one of my problems is because I struggle to sleep. Or Thiago, one of my problems, I have many symptoms of postmenopause. After postmenopause, I have hot flashes. I feel tired. Thiago, I feel tired. I don't have energy throughout the day. If you have one of those symptoms that I said, don't touch your phone, because otherwise you're going to spike cortisol, the hormone. Remember, we're talking about hormones. So don't do this. Always 30 minutes, if you can, 30 minutes. Thiago, I cannot spend 30 minutes when I wake up without touching my phone. I can't. 10 minutes, guys. Remember, go to the best option available, because by doing this, you're going to quiet your mind. Oh, remember, your body is an animal. Remember this forever. This word, my body is an animal. If I don't control this animal here, this animal will control me and can destroy all my results and my behavior. Because if I let my animal, this controls me, what I'm going to do? I'm going to wake up, I'm going to check my phone, I will not work out, right? I'm going to eat cakes all day, I'm going to get sweets all day, because you are just letting your animal controls you. But you need to domain your animal, right? And the easier way, the best way for you to be easier for you throughout your whole day, that you can get results, is by giving the right command to the animal in the morning when you wake up. By doing what, Thiago? By getting the sunlight, like I said, breathing technique, like I said, without touching your phone, like I said, to avoid spiking your cortisol hormone. Got it? Did you guys understand that? So that's why your body is an animal. Always quiet the animal early morning. Always quiet the animal. Thiago, I have kids. Thiago, in every single time, yeah, I always get stressed out when my kid is yelling when he or she wakes up, or my husband always says something, then it always triggers in my mind. I always feel stressed out in the morning, early morning. Guys, remember, you need to put the responsibility to yourself. You always need to talk to yourself, okay, I will not let anything and anybody deplete my energy right now. This is my me time. So if your kid come to you, if your husband come to you, anything that your husband or your kid do or say, you have the power. You have the power to control and not allow your hormones to spike, your cortisol to spike. You have that control, right? But you need to train this. This is not easy, but you can control that. But always, if you have that struggle for now, what you should do, try to wake up a little bit earlier, 10 minutes earlier, you can. And that 10 minutes is for you, for yourself, right? If you have kids, if you have husband, if you have like a big family, and you know that everybody wakes up super early. So do this, got it? To have that me time to you at least for 10 minutes. Wake up a little bit early. because, and at the same time, you can always avoid reaction. It's not about what happens around you. It's all about how you react to whatever is happening around you. It's all about how you react. And that's the point. You need to train the animal to react properly. Because if you don't train the animal here to react properly, you will always feel like always will be reactive. Got it? Someone says something, you feel stressed out. Your husband said something, boom, you feel sad. Your kid did something at home, boom, you feel stressed out, right? So, you didn't say anything related to your professional life, like job, anything happened, boom, you feel anxious. So always be aware of that. Next point. So remember, don't touch your phone because of that, to avoid that activation in your brain and reduce the chances of you spiking your anxiety and your stress later, okay? So remember this. And another thing as well. So when, for example, one of you guys, not one, many of you guys come to me and say, Thiago, I eat, for example, I was eating 10 years ago, I was eating bread. Every single time I was eating bread. I never had any problem. I never had any issue eating bread 10 years ago or 5 years ago. But now I eat some kind of foods, I eat bread, I feel boom, bloated. Now I'm 40 years old, or now I'm 45 years old, or now I'm 35 years old. When I eat some kind of food, boom, bloat, I feel like I have constipation, or I have this reaction. I was not having this problem 5 years ago. So why is that? One of the reasons is because of what, Thiago? I'm going to tell you what is that. Remember this, bad emotions, any single thought, one single thought, that's a negative thought that you have. Nowadays, we know that you create a new food allergy just because of that. And then imagine that you are having these reactions like emotional, bad emotions, or you discuss, you always feel stressed out, you always have problems in your life. And then at the same time, you're not focused on improving that area in your life. You're stressed, for example. You're creating new food allergies just because of that, isolated. And then you say, Thiago, I'm having bread now, I feel bloated. Many cases because your hormones are imbalanced because you created a food allergy. Why? Because of your emotions that you used to have. You used to feel better, less stressed out 10 years ago. Now you're more stressed out than ever, right? And that's why you need to be aware of these as well. Okay, food allergies is not only because I was born with this problem. No. I created this problem, but at the same time, I can heal this problem as well. We have many clients who in the past, they couldn't even eat some kind of fruits because they had food allergies. After doing the program, amazing. They were eating some food that they were not having reactions, or they were having reactions and now they don't have reactions anymore. But why? Because that her body created that food allergy, right? Because of her emotions as well. So remember, your emotions can create food allergies. Remember this, right? It's not only, it's because, I don't know, I think I was born with that problem of allergy. No. Many allergies, you can create that. Got it? Let me go to the next. So keep writing, guys. I'm talking about morning. Another thing, you can tell me, Thiago, I have insulin resistance. Can insulin resistance be linked to these negative thoughts and emotions? Yeah, for sure. Someone, Mida, is asking, can insulin resistance, diabetes, be linked to these negative thoughts and emotions? 100%. I'm going to talk about insulin hormone. Guys, there are two hormones that's responsible to increase your belly fat. Two hormones, the main hormones. What is that? It's your cortisol hormone, like I said at the beginning. Remember, in the morning, sunlight to modulate your cortisol, and your insulin hormone. Those two hormones are the main ones that can create more belly fat. Main ones, because you have receptors in your belly. So we can talk about this in another time. I could explain this for 1 hour, but those two hormones. One of the things that you need to start your morning right to modulate your insulin. Thiago, for example, if you are overweight, you have higher chance that you have insulin resistance. If you have autoimmune disease already, you have higher chance that you have insulin resistance. You have diabetes, insulin resistance. All those issues, just by being overweight for too long, you have higher chance of having insulin resistance. Thiago, I don't sleep well. High chances of having insulin resistance, right? Why? Because your insulin hormone is not responding well anymore. No matter what you do, any diet that you try to do, if you're not doing everything right to modulate, to improve your insulin hormone, you will always struggle forever to lose belly fat because your insulin is not working properly, right? So take note, because I'm going to tell you just some solutions here for you to modulate your insulin, to improve your insulin, to optimize your insulin hormone, especially if you have, if you struggle to lose belly fat, if you have diabetes. So remember this. One strategy that's powerful is when you do your workout. Let's talk about this. When you do your workouts, intense workout. Thiago, do I need to work out for 1 hour? No. You don't need to work out. I don't work out for 1 hour. I work out for 20 minutes. Today, I did my workout for 15 minutes, but I did intense. What matters will be intensity. But you cannot do workout super intense when you start working out. Don't do this. You need to find what's the best fitness, the level of exercise for you based on the situation that you are right now. And then you're going to increase the intensity. But you do your workouts in the morning, and then once you finish your workout, your goal to flatten the curve of your insulin hormone is by what? Is by spending 1 hour, ideally 2 hours without eating. When you do this, for example, and while fasting, for example, let's say you were fasting, right? When you are sleeping, you are fasting, right? Like some people 10 hours fasting because they are sleeping. And some people like more because the last meal that you had yesterday was at 8 p.m. Today, this morning, you woke up at 8 a.m., for example, or before, but until 8 a.m., you didn't eat anything. It means that you are fasting for 12 hours, right? 12 hours you're fasting. And what you should do once you wake up while you're fasting, ideally, guys, if you want to improve your insulin hormone, amazing thing that you could do is working out while fasting. Always start doing super light session. For example, walking. If you're not working out, just walk, because you are activating your body anyways, right? Increase the blood flow in your body. And then you walk or let's say you are working out, so work out while fasting. And then you try to spend, if you never did this, what you're going to do, never go crazy. Never go crazy to anything. Never be extremely hard. That's step number one for you to destroy all your results. Go easy, start light. If you never did this, you do your workout, spend 20 minutes without eating your breakfast. Okay, I'm going to work out. Once I finish my workout, I will not drink my protein shake. I will not eat my avocado with eggs. I'm going to spend a little bit longer. Then you spend 30 minutes already fasting after your workout. Okay, I think I'm going to try 1 hour. And then you try 1 hour. So after your workout, if you spend, for you to remember this forever, between 1 hour to 2 hours after your workout, if you are fasting, amazing to improve your insulin hormone. Got it? Everybody noted? Did you notice this? This is crucial. Just because you are working out while fasting, you are already improving your insulin hormone. Just because of that, you are already stimulating your insulin hormone. Because remember, guys, what's the time that your insulin hormone will spike? Is when you eat. So if you are not eating, your insulin hormone will not spike, right? You are not releasing insulin hormone because you're not eating. So while fasting, when you are working out while fasting, you are giving the command to your body, say, body, I'm spending energy here working out, and I will not give you any extra energy here. So solve that solution, solve that problem. And then your body will always try to solve this problem by doing what? By trying to get energy from all the source of energy inside your body. Because you're not eating, right? Your body will try to get energy from where? From your own body. If you're doing this for a good time, well, your body will always prioritize get the energy from where? From your fat that you have. Why? Because you're not eating food, right? While you're in this time. And that's the best thing for you to flatten the curve. You're adapting your insulin. And that's the step number one, if you want to lose belly fat, is when your insulin hormone is working properly. I want to lose my belly fat, improve your insulin hormone. What's the step? One of the things that I can improve my insulin hormone, what I just told you. Got it? So remember this, always to flatten the curve of your insulin, do this. Does the time of workout have an effect on the results? For example, check it out. It will depend on your goals and it will depend on your situation. If you have an excuse of working out, because workout is crucial, is increasing, especially to reduce inflammation, especially to improve your gut. If you do the right workout, of course, customized to you. If you do crazy workout, if you don't know what you're doing, and then you will have results that you can even feel extremely frustrated, right? Even with energy. But workouts, if you want to modulate your insulin, remember what I told you, just by working out intense, you already improve your insulin hormone. But if you ask me, Thiago, but what's the best? I want to know what's the best. Strategically, what's the best? While fasting. right? And never start working out like crazy while fasting because your body's not adapted. You start slow, you start light, right? Spend short time. But if you ask me, Thiago, in the evening, so because in the evening, can I work out in the evening? Guys, you can work out anytime. You can work out anytime, but depends on your goal. For example, some papers show that when you work out in the afternoon, you can build more muscle. It's the best time, one of the best time to build more muscle, right? My goal is only to build more muscle. I don't have insulin problem. I don't have belly fat. I don't have none of those problems. I sleep really well. I just want to build muscle. So what I'm going to tell you, work out in the afternoon. Amazing. And if you tell me, and I have time to go work out in the afternoon. So work out in the afternoon. But if you tell me, Thiago, I don't have time. One day is in the morning, another day is I just have time in the afternoon. Guys, remember what I told you? Go to the best option available. My best option available today to do my workout is in the morning. Do in the morning. My best option now, today or tomorrow will be in the evening. Do in the evening. If you struggle to sleep, don't work out in the evening. Don't work out in the evening. Just walk. Just do a really light session. Until you improve your sleep, you do your workout in the evening. But until you improve your sleep, try to walk in the evening, for example, in the afternoon or in the evening, like 6 p.m., you can walk, but don't go do intense session because you need to improve your sleep first, right? And then you can do a quick workout in the morning or in the afternoon, but don't give that excuse to yourself of, okay, if I'm struggling to sleep and the time that I have available is in the evening, I will just miss my workout. No, guys, you have 5 minutes. If you do 5 minutes only, for example, start jump, raise your knees, squat, simple, go to the sofa, do a little bit of push-up, do some abs, something simple just to activate your body, better than nothing, right? Better than nothing. Of course, you can never expect that you're going to transform your body only doing this, but you are teaching your body. Remember, you are teaching the animal. But if you ask me, what's the best time to work out? If you want to improve even more, the best strategy for your insulin, I always tell you while fasting is amazing as well. And in the morning, because in the morning, you're going to influence your whole day. You're going to influence all your hormones. There are many, many hormones that are produced while you are working out. If you work out in the evening, you will not use that production of hormones and that feel good, neurotransmitters that you feel good after your workout. You will not have use that effect throughout the whole day. Why? Because you're doing the evening. The day is gone already, right? So that's a strategy. Always try to use in the morning because this will influence your whole day. You're going to deal with any problem in your life, in your day, better. That's why we are going to talk about this. That's the next topic. I'm going to talk about this. Remember this forever. That's another thing, guys. If you want to achieve your goals, lose belly fat, if you have hormonal issues, if you're in postmenopause, you need to improve your mental health, right? Your mindset. I was talking about this because you can try any diet, the best diet on the planet. You can try the best foods on the planet. If you are not improving your mental health, you never sustain any results. It's pandemic right now. Crisis. My children, now I had a baby. Now I'm in divorce. Any problem that happens in your life, if you don't have a super strong mindset, you are going to just give up. Many of you guys destroy your results after some situation that happens in your life, right? Am I right? So you're super excited. Something happened. For example, the shifts of your work changed. You just stop the consistency. Or you had an argument with your husband for some reason. You stop the consistency. You had a pandemic or lockdown. You stop the consistency. But why? Because you're not strengthening your mental health. So step number one for you to remember this forever, for you to improve your mental health is everything that I told you already, because you're going to improve your mental health as you're going to reduce your cortisol. Remember, get the sunlight. But in the morning, another thing that you should do, a great strategy that you should do is what? Is always putting, remember this forever, is always putting pain first, pleasure after. Check this out. This is important. I talked about this in the last live that I did 2 days ago, I think. If you have, let's suppose you're gonna have let's say you're gonna have a cake after your lunchtime, right? After your lunchtime, and then you're planning this, right? Okay, after lunchtime, I'm gonna plan to have a cake. If you don't put a sacrifice in effort for you to have this cake today, you are teaching your body to give up sooner or later, to stop the consistency. Why? Because our brain, those people who never teach their brain to have pain first, pleasure after, that combination of pain, pleasure, If you always give pleasure to your body, you will never sustain any result. So that's why in the morning, one of the strategies for you to put pain first, pain that I'm talking about pain, you're going to understand which kind of pain. In the morning is when you do your workout. You can do any for how long you want. Like, yeah, I have 10 minutes to work out. When you do in the morning, another advantage, another benefit of working out in the morning, for whatever time that you have available, guys, it doesn't matter. What matters will be this stimulus for the goal that I'm telling you here. In the morning, when you do your workouts, you're giving the pain, your body is getting that effort, right? You need to, you're sweating or you're getting that effort for 10 minutes, but you're giving the command to your body, okay, body, pain first, right? And then lunchtime, after my lunch, I'm going to have a cake. So your body, your brain learned that the pain was before. Then after the pain came up a pleasure. Always everything that you try to do for you to strengthen your mental health and for you to keep the consistency is always put a small pain, even if it's a small pain, before any pleasure that you have, because you're teaching your brain the right direction. For example, I'm gonna watch Netflix. I'm gonna watch Netflix. Okay, but before, so put a little bit of pain. But before, I'm gonna do that test that I was supposed to do. I will not watch Netflix and do my task, the thing that I was supposed to do after Netflix. I'm gonna do before. So always put the pain before. If you put the pain later, after the pleasure, big mistake that you're doing, you will always feel weak. You're gonna always be weak mentally. Got it? For you to do, for you to keep the consistency, always focus on this. Pain, pleasure, pain first, pleasure after. Workouts in the morning, that's why it's a great strategy for you to do this. All right? So that's another thing. Another thing as well, guys. So, and then remember, food. Let's talk about food in the morning. If you're gonna do let's say you're trying to lose belly fat, right? In the morning, when you wake up, your body is extremely sensitive. So if you eat, depending on the food that you eat, you can spike your glucose, and by consequence, you're gonna spike your insulin hormone. Remember what I told you guys? Insulin hormone is a hormone that can easily create more belly fat in your body. And that's why you need to improve your insulin for 1,000 other reasons. One of the ways for you, another strategy for you to improve your insulin hormone throughout the day is by the order of the food that you eat. So once you wake up, once you do your stuff, your workout, and then you spend, for example, that time fasting, the first food, any food that you're going to put in your mouth in the day, during the day, any time of the day, first food should be always focus on foods that will not spike your insulin. Like what, Thiago? For example, you can eat 2 Brazil nuts, great source of fat, if you not spike your glucose and your insulin. You can eat, for example, coconut oil. You can drink 1 teaspoon of coconut oil, amazing, because you're giving the command, body, don't spike my insulin hormone. Body, get that energy. I'm teaching you, body, that I'm not giving you easy energy for you. For example, you are not having orange juice. If you drink, for example, you wake up, you do your stuff, the first thing that you're going to put in your mouth will be orange juice. Terrible mistake. Big mistake, because you're going to spike your insulin hormone. You're just teaching your body. You're gonna just say to your body, accumulate fat in my visceral fat here, in my belly fat. Why belly fat? Because it's visceral fat. This midsection here is visceral fat. And one of the ways for you to give this command to your body is when you are not breaking your fasting the right time or with the right food. So the right food should be, so you have many options, guys. You have many options. That could be avocado and eggs. Amazing. So this will not spike your insulin. Some nuts. I want to eat some nuts. Amazing. Coconut oil. Oh, amazing. For example, and what about fruits, Thiago? I want to, for example, green juice, Thiago. Is that okay? Only green juice? Amazing as well. So you are breaking your fasting, your insulin hormone will not spike. Great. In the morning, right? Thiago, and what about fruits? Like if I want to have banana. If you eat banana in the morning, always make sure that you're eating banana with something that will flatten the curve of your insulin. When you eat, for example, remember, your body's sensitive. You will tend to spike your insulin hormone much easier in the morning. If your first meal is just a banana, your insulin, boom, will goes up. Why? Because of fructose, right? Because of the fructose of banana, right? And because of that, you are teaching your body the wrong way. So that's why banana, you can eat like banana with yogurt, because it's a source of protein as well. So this will flatten the curve with seeds. This will flatten the curve even more, like with chia seeds. Banana with something. Always eat a fruit, especially in the morning. Always eat any fruit with something else. Got it? The fruits that you can eat like isolated, that's fine because it will not spike your insulin hormone. It will be mixed berries. Blueberry, strawberry, raspberry, blackberry is amazing. There are 1,000 things that I could tell about those fruits. They're amazing. Avocado as well, right? But if you like banana, if you like apple, if you like grapes, if you like those fruits, all fruits, always try to combine with anything else to avoid spiking your insulin. Got it? In the morning, your body, it will dictate everything that's going to happen throughout your day. You can destroy your day, whatever you are doing in the morning. Whatever you are thinking, whatever you are doing, physically, emotionally, and mentally. So pay attention to how you're gonna break your fasting while you are eating. Got it? So that's the first thing. Another thing as well, and then let me see another thing. Let me see if I can. Yes, and then another way for you to flatten the curve of your insulin. I have diabetes. I'm pre-diabetic. Or I need to improve my gut microbiome. Or I need to reduce my inflammation. So one of the things that every single time that you're going to eat your food, that you have to do is by doing that order of the food. If you're going to have your lunch, you have, like, for example, you'll have your source of fat, you have some vegetables, you have your carbs, right? Ideally, the first time that you put, like 3 times that you put the food in your mouth, like the first 3 times, the first 5 times, try to prioritize the salad first, or the salad with the protein. 1, 2, 3, and then you go to the rest of the food, the carbs. Why? Because the first thing that you're doing, your body you're just warming up all your system, your digestive system, right? Because if the first thing that you put is something that will spike your insulin, you're going to have problems. So any meal that you start your food, you start with something that will not spike your insulin. A little bit of vegetables, or a little bit of protein, and then the carbs you eat a little bit later, right? I'm talking about the order. These will be essential for you. And then if you have bloating, I have bloating. I always feel that I have this reaction when I eat some food. Guys, take notes about this. Another thing that you should do, because it means that your body is not reacting, your body is struggling to digest, this will increase the inflammation even more. So you need to take, the first thing, you need to pay attention to what the foods that you're eating, because for you to digest the food properly, your body needs to produce enough stomach acid. When you are eating and then you're checking your phone, you're not paying attention, you're not smelling the aroma of the food, you will not produce enough stomach acid. What's going to happen? Bloating. What's going to happen? Gas. What's going to happen? Poor digestive, your digestive system will never work properly. Because of this, what's going to happen? More food allergies, more inflammation in your body. Your immune system will not work properly because you're doing this for years already. And that it's creating that cascade, that vicious circle. Everything started because of what? Because you're not paying attention to the food, right? You have no idea how powerful it is when you smell something. What happens in your whole system, in your whole entire body, nervous system, in your brain, all the chemical reactions that happen when you smell anything. Why do you think that when you smell a perfume, you remember, you have a memory that happened 20 years ago? Why do you think that? It's because it's powerful, whatever you are smelling. The receptors in your nose are crucial for any direction that you want to put your body. So that's why when you are eating your food, if you have digestive issues, it's a must. You need to prepare your digestive system. How, Thiago? You smell the aroma. Start thinking about the food. Look at the food. Smell. Because just by smelling the food, feeling that, what's the command that you're giving to your body? Body, wake up, time to activate everything in my digestive system, time to produce more stomach acid to digest my food and absorb my food and avoid bloating and avoid gas and avoid inflammation in my gut. That's a command that you're giving to your body just because you are smelling the food more. You're preparing, right? But if you just, it's your break time in your lunch, and then you do like whatever. You have 30 minutes to eat. Then you sit, and then you check your phone, and then you're eating. And then even don't pay attention to the food. Step number 1 for you, to create inflammation in your body. So solution is, if you have bloating, for those of you who have bloating, for those of you who have constipation, for those of you who have anything related to your mind, like poor energy, the worst thing, for those of you who have poor energy, low energy, the worst thing is when you do this, when you're not digesting the food properly. Why? Because your body, you have no idea, your body digests, spends a lot of energy to digest any food. So if you're doing this in your lunchtime, for example, anytime throughout the day, and you're not paying attention, you're not chewing the food enough, your body will struggle 10 times more to digest the food. What's going to happen? Your energy, you are just depleting your energy. What's going to happen? 2 p.m. in the afternoon, you will feel like exhausted, right? You come to me and say, Thiago, in the afternoon, every single time in the afternoon, I have that drop of energy. What's the reason? What was the first reason that why is that happening? Is because of the way that you are eating. It depends on many things. It depends on the amount that food that you are eating at lunch. So if you want to have more energy in the afternoon, make sure that the amount is not crazy high, right? Make sure that you are chewing the food as much as you can, because otherwise your body will struggle. We will spend a lot of energy to digest what you didn't digest in your mouth, because that was your fault, because you forgot to chew the food enough. And then you'd feel exhausted later in the afternoon. And then you think, that's my hormones. I think that's my hormones. That's why I'm not having energy now. No. It's not your hormones in this case. It was because you forgot to chew the food enough. You forgot to pay attention to the food. You were checking the phone while you were having your lunch, right? You didn't smell properly. You didn't activate your digestive system properly. You were, for example, you were eating. While eating, you were drinking liquid. Those of you who have problems, digestive issues, bloating, gas, anything related to your gut, or anything related to poor energy, guys, while you are healing your body, it's always better you eat without having liquid. Why, Thiago? Because you can drop your digestive system, the capacity of digesting the food, drastically, more than 40%, just because you are drinking liquid. You're having liquid while you are eating. Just because of that, you can destroy your digestive mechanism of digestion, right? If you don't have issues, if you don't have bloat, if you don't have nothing like that, you can drink that, no problem. But if you have, you need to spend some time without having drinks while you are eating, because otherwise your body will never, ever digest the food properly and absorb, because digestion is one thing, absorb is another thing. It doesn't mean that you are eating something, that your body digests the food, that your body will absorb the nutrients. It doesn't mean that. There are two different things, right? And one of the things that you can destroy your results and increase the inflammation in your body is when you are doing this that I said. So that's why if you want to have more energy in the afternoon, if you want to feel even less anxious as well, and if you want to improve your digestive system, stop those symptoms that you're having, you need to make sure that you're not having any liquid while eating, chewing more than ever, smelling. Smelling is the most important, like not the most important, but one of the most important things, smelling. Prepare your digestive system. Got it? So that's what you should do. And guys, so let's remember one thing. Now you are in your lunchtime, right? Now your hormones are changing. Your neurotransmitters are changing. The peak of your capacity is between 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Thiago, I want to improve. I want to do something that's super important to me. What's the time of the day that my body is more likely to produce more, that I can have more energy? What's the time average based on my hormones and my neurotransmitters? Between 10 to 12 p.m. is the peak. Never waste that time, okay? Between 10 a.m., 12 p.m. is amazing for you for productivity. But remember that in the afternoon, after your lunch, that time your body needs like a rest, right? So remember this. And one of the things that you guys should do to, for example, Thiago, I want to improve my gut. My gut is bad. Thiago, my hormones are bad. I feel that I have hormone imbalance. Thiago, I have symptoms of postmenopause already because I'm postmenopause. Guys, you start, especially not only in your breakfast, but lunch as well. Lunchtime, especially because it can be easier for you. Lunchtime, always try to have variety, to increase variety of bacteria in your gut. Nowadays, we know that some papers are showing already that most people who are overweight, when the scientists check their gut, they notice that they don't have enough variety of bacteria. They don't have like all the ecosystem that will create that great mechanism of even like losing weight. They don't have, because one of the consequences that's why they are overweight is because of their gut was not rich of bacteria. It was really poor, right? And the best way, the step number one for you to create that variety is when you are changing that variety of food. So, Thiago, but I don't have this accessibility of eating different foods all the time. But sometimes I can cook my food. Guys, just cook your food with different things. For example, today you cook your food with olive oil. Tomorrow you cook your food with coconut oil. The other day you cook your food with butter. The other day you cook your food with avocado oil. Just by doing this, you are changing already, right? You're going to create different bacteria. And this will be crucial for you to, if you want to lose weight, if you want to lose belly fat, right? If you want to improve your hormones, right? If you have diabetes, if you have autoimmune disease, right? Thyroid issues, it's a must. You need to do this. Got it? Because you are teaching your body. You are always conditioning your body to do the right thing. You are domained from your bacteria. If you don't take care of your bacteria will never take care of you. You need to take care of your bacteria. Your 100 trillion bacteria that you have in your gut, it's a must. If you don't take care of them, they can destroy your life. Nowadays, we know that your bacteria are responsible for your emotions as well. Thiago, I'm feeling sad. Thiago, I'm feeling down today. Guys, your bacteria are influencing that sadness. So that's why it's a must. Something so simple that you can strengthen your bacteria is just by having variety, right? Thiago, but it's hard for me. So variety of what? Guys, focus on colors. Easy. To be easy for you, focus on colors, different kind of colors, right? And always do what I told you. Let's say you're going to do your breakfast, put chia seeds. In your lunch, instead of chia seeds, you put a little bit of flax seeds. In your dinner, because it's easy, right? Because you just have like a pot, you put something, you even can mix it up, the seeds, right? And then you have like 3 different kind of nuts at home, 3 different kind of seeds at home. So every time that you have a snack, every time that you have like a food, you put a little bit on top of your salad. You are, just by doing this, you are already increasing the variety of bacteria in your gut. That's going to be amazing already. It's simple. You don't need to cook, do like a super different meal. You don't need that. It's an illusion. So you're just giving that excuse to yourself. Seeds and nuts, a little bit of fruit. So for example, this week you buy 1, 2, or 3 different kind of fruits. The next week, go to the supermarket, buy a different kind of fruit. Thiago, but I love banana. Oh, that's fine. Keep eating banana anyways, but try to experience all the fruits as well. Okay, Thiago. Yes, I think like 3 months or 6 months that I don't eat apple. I like apple, but I just forget. But in your list, okay, next week, the different fruit that I'm going to buy will be apple. Guys, just by doing this, you are creating more groups of bacteria in your gut. This is crucial for your weight loss. This is crucial. You have no idea. This will influence your hormones. Thiago, my estrogen hormone, I'm in postmenopause. I have, my estrogen is low. My progesterone hormone is low. My testosterone hormone is low. What's the step number 1 for me to improve all those hormones? Step number 1, what I just told you. When you have different kind of bacteria, when you have great bacteria, great levels of bacteria, and the bad bacteria are low and you have that balance, you're going to improve your estrogen hormone. You're going to improve your progesterone hormone. You're going to improve your testosterone hormone. And Thiago, what's the hormone that can actually influence and affect those hormones? My progesterone can drop my progesterone and my estrogen even more. Is what? Your cortisol. That's why I told you everything that you should do since the morning to modulate your cortisol, right? Otherwise, you're going to create that imbalance in all your hormones, right? So that's why. So pay attention to this. And then you go to the things that will feed your bacteria. Okay, you told me that one of the things is always keeping the variety of food. But guys, there is one nutrient that will feed those bacteria. If you don't feed those bacteria in your gut, you will always have that issue. For example, your immune system will never works properly. For example, those of you guys who have autoimmune disease, it means what? It means that your immune system is not working properly, right? If you have thyroid issues, I have hyperthyroidism. Thiago, I have hypothyroidism. Thiago, I have arthritis. What's the thing that's affecting my autoimmune disease? Your gut microbiome. Why, Thiago? Why is that? Because more than 70% of your immune cells, of your immune system, the production of the cells of your immune system, it starts in your gut. More than 70% in your gut. Whatever is happening with the bacteria that you have in your gut is affecting your immune system. What does it mean? If your gut is not right, your immune system will not be right, and you can start creating autoimmune disease just because of that. Everything started at the beginning. Where? In your gut. Got it? So that's why it's a must. You need to do this. But there is one specific nutrient that those bacteria needs, and that's what you guys should do every single day. So take note. Another thing to take note is what is fiber. And ideally, your goal is to take about 19 to 29 grams of fiber per day. Got it? Per day is always to feed the bacteria. If you want, okay, Thiago, if I want to give it a boost to my body, so which kind of fiber that I could get besides food? So okay, I know I'm gonna eat more vegetables to increase the fiber. I'm gonna eat more seeds to increase the fiber. There are many options: oats, chia seeds, flax seeds. There are many things. But if I want to give a boost because I was not paying attention to this, yeah, and then you can focus on buying FOS. The name is FOS and inulin, right? FOS and inulin supplement. They're amazing prebiotics, amazing fiber that will be amazing to your bacteria. Your bacteria, you're going to just fertilize the good bacteria when you do this. So for some time, for 1 month to 3 months, you need to have that, give that boost of more fiber to your bacteria in your gut. Got it? So you can do this. You can put this in your smoothie, or you can increase more fiber in your morning or in your lunch or in your dinner. Always do this. Can you spell? Yeah. FOS or inulin. 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 Okay? So, and FOS. FOS is FOS. Those, not just one, both. Find a supplement that have both, right? That's going to be super important to feed your bacteria. Super important. But be careful, guys. If you have an inflammation, your inflammation is really high in your body, there is a right order for you to do this. So, of course, I teach this the right order in my program, because this should be customized. The strategy of phases, we teach like phase 1, what you should do, phase 2, what you should do, of incrementing and putting probiotics and prebiotics, like more fiber at the right time. But in general, for you to understand, feed your bacteria, it should have more fiber. 19 grams to 29 grams per day is ideal, okay? Because these, remember, I'm going to remind you forever, these will affect your thyroid hormone. These will affect your insulin hormone. These will affect your cortisol. These will affect your progesterone, your insulin, or your estrogen hormone. Got it? By consequence, this will influence your belly fat, your weight loss. By consequence, your energy. Got it? So that's why it's a must for you to do this. And what else? And next, I'm trying to be faster now. And then remember that if you have those digestive issues, you can always improve a little bit more, right? So for example, you can have after your dinner or after your lunch, for example, if you always feel bloated, besides what I already told you, can drink licorice tea, you can drink hibiscus tea, because it increases the digestion, right? I'm going to a restaurant, Japanese restaurant. You can have miso after your lunch or after your dinner. Every single time that you have a big meal, when you have something like this, a licorice tea, hibiscus tea, after, you're going to increase the digestion. And then you reduce the chances of having bloating, right? Because remember, if you have bloating, it means that you're not right. And it means that if you keep repeating, if you keep having bloating, you just need to understand that you're increasing the problem. You're increasing the problem. Got it? So that's why it's a red flag. If you have bloating, red flag. Never feel, that's normal. I feel bloated when I eat this. That's normal. No, guys, that's not normal. It's your body speaking to you. Do something and do this fast, because otherwise, if you keep repeating this, in 1 year from now, I will create 1,000 other problems in your hormones and in other parts of your body, in your mind. You will not feel happy in life just because everything started because I showed you one sign, bloating, and you didn't pay attention to me. So speak to your body, right? Your body is talking to you. Always listen to your body, speak to your body. Pay attention to the symptoms that your body is telling you. Inulin, yeah, inulin, yes, exactly. Did you understand that? This is super important for you guys to understand. And then, yeah, so snack, let's go to in the afternoon. If you want to have, Thiago, I drink coffee, I like caffeine. So what's a good time of the day for me to take that? Guys, a great time for you to have caffeine, especially for your energy, strategic. You need to be strategic, right? Caffeine is good. Even to speed up your metabolism, it's good as well. Of course, the effect is not crazy high, but it's another benefit. But if you want to feel like sharper, after your lunch, you spend some time until like 2 p.m., have coffee, a little bit of coffee, amazing. So that time in the afternoon, especially because you are doing that transition of your circadian rhythm. Remember, your circadian rhythm is changing in the afternoon. Your cortisol, your insulin, or your melatonin hormone, everything's shifting. Why? Because in the afternoon, now your body's getting ready to go to evenings. And then after evening, your body's getting ready to rest. So now that transition of your biological clock is shifting after midday. That's normal. It's shifting. That's why you can have that drop of energy as well, of cognitive function. Your performance in your brain can drop a little bit. Another thing so that you can do is drinking coffee until 2 p.m. Remember, until 2 p.m., especially if you have problems. If you have high levels of stress, don't do this. It's better you do something more natural, a little bit like that has less caffeine. For example, green tea. The effect of caffeine in green tea is a little bit lower compared to coffee, right? So green tea would be great. Or ginger tea. Ginger tea can stimulate your body for you to feel better. Okay. Another thing that you can do for you to improve your digestion is when you are walking in the afternoon. So every single time that you have the possibility, the chance to walk in the afternoon after lunch. Thiago, how can I improve even more my digestion to guarantee that my body will digest and absorb my nutrients? Because you told me that I can lose more than 50% of my nutrients if my body doesn't digest my healthy food, even if I'm eating healthy. So it doesn't matter. So I need to guarantee that my body will digest that properly. Is what? When you are walking, nowadays, we know for 5 minutes to 10 minutes only, just walking, guys, you can increase the digestion, right? But there is another amazing benefit when you walk in the afternoon. When you are going to afternoon, closer to 4 p.m., between 4 p.m. to 6 p.m., you have a small spike of cortisol. Did you notice that your cravings can spike a little bit? You can have more cravings in the afternoon. Did you notice that you can feel a little bit more stressed out at the end of the afternoon, like 5 p.m., for example? Or you can feel like a little bit down in the afternoon? That's because your hormones are shifting, because now your body is getting ready to evening. It's just because of that transition. You need to understand whatever is happening in your body. So that's why that time is amazing when you are walking, because another thing for you to remember forever, when you are walking, that time you tend to feel a little bit more stressed out or anxious or cravings, because that cravings that you can have is just more anxiety that you can have. You don't notice the anxiety, you just notice the cravings. So one thing to solve that problem is when you go and then you just walk for 10 minutes. When you see nowadays, when you see things moving, when you look at something that we call visual flow, when you see visual flow, something moving around your body, this will quiet your amygdala as well. You're going to feel less anxious and less stressed out. And by consequence, you can reduce your cravings just because you're calming down mentally. Because of what? Because you're seeing things moving, because you're walking. Got it? So instead of going to the treadmill, for example, in the afternoon, instead of just doing workouts like at home, try to see things moving. Go outdoors, like try to at least 5 minutes for some time, short. It's super important because when your eyes, when your retina see something moving, that visual flow happening around, this quiet your amygdala. This quiet the area in your brain that can make you feel an alert, like excited and anxious, or can calm down, right? So that's why great strategies, 5 minutes, 10 minutes walking. Plus, because of this, if you go outdoors, because you're getting more sunlight in the afternoon, amazing if you struggle to sleep. Amazing if you want to feel great, if you want to feel good in the evening. Because many of you guys don't feel great in the evening, right? You had a stressful situation, a stressful day, and then at the end of the day, you feel exhausted. And then that exhaustion gives you even more stress, right? Or the stress gives you more exhaustion. So that can be both, a vicious circle. You feel a little bit stressed out and you feel exhausted. And at the same time, the cravings increase. You want to have more sweets, right? That's why another thing that you can do is between like 2 p.m. to 5 p.m., 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. is a great time for you if you want to have like something a little bit sweet. Thiago, I love sweets. So what's the best time of the day between that time, right? After lunch, like let's say between midday to 4 p.m. is the best of the best. But if you notice, because you're working and your work is after 5 p.m., after 5 p.m., if you have, for example, dark chocolate, or if you want to have a fruit that's a little bit sweet, like a banana, you can have that, because even this will even can reduce your stress. Your cravings can increase your stress, right? And your stress can increase your cravings, right? So once you have something a little bit sweet that time, just because of that, you can reduce your stress. You notice that, right? So your body speaks to you. You always, if you recognize, you notice that you relax when you eat something sweet, right? It's because of this mechanism. Did you understand that? But the best of the best strategy for you to eat in the afternoon for you to calm down, for you to relax. In the evening is when you have anything that will produce more serotonin, the neurotransmitter serotonin in your body. Because, for example, like what? Like cacao, like dark chocolate. Dark chocolate has tryptophan, right? But there are other fruits that has tryptophan as well, like blueberries, got it? Grapes. So those nutrients who are high in tryptophan, cacao is the best. Cacao is the best. Like dark chocolate is the best. This has tryptophan. Once you eat them in the evening, you're going to produce more serotonin. You're going to feel better. You don't have that feeling of feeling better like straight away necessarily because you're eating something, the effects will happen later. Got it? So be aware of in the afternoon, if you are not feeling good, most of the times in the evening, after 6 p.m., you don't feel the best, you feel a little bit like weird. Having any food that are high in tryptophan, I'm going to do a smoothie. Buy cacao nibs. So you can go to any supermarket, buy cacao nibs, any smoothie that you put, I'm going to eat yogurt in the afternoon. Add cacao nibs, right? It's amazing. You can put goji berries as well in the afternoon. So by doing this, you're going to feel much better. You're going to have that feeling of, I'm feeling good. By consequence, just because you're feeling good, because you're producing more serotonin, this serotonin hormone in the evening will convert in melatonin hormone. What does it mean? It means that you will sleep better. Got it? What does it mean if I have insulin resistance, Thiago? By consequence, just because you're going to sleep better, your insulin hormone will improve. Because nowadays we know that no sleep, no insulin sensitivity, poor insulin, right? You need to have a great sleep quality for you to improve your insulin hormone. Those people who don't sleep well, they always struggle with insulin resistance as well. That's another thing because your insulin, you will start modulate your insulin while you are sleeping as well. Got it? So that's why it's a must. And by having cacao nibs, for one example, cacao nibs in the afternoon, you produce serotonin, it will convert in melatonin. In the evening, you are going to sleep better. Did you guys understand that? This is super important. And remember the visual flow as well. Guys, in the evening now, I'm finishing now. Let's go to the evening and they sleep. So, check it out. In the evening, remember that if you have digestive issues, any symptom of digestive problem, right? And any symptom of hormonal, if you have any hormonal issue, you need to guarantee that your body will digest any food properly, right? Remember? But remember that the closer to your sleep time, the less your body wants to work. It's going to be a break time of your body. And then if you eat something that will be hard to your body to digest, for any reason that I told you already, or for example, you're going to eat like a red meat, it takes hours to digest a red meat. So that's why if you love pork or red meat or whatever, as early as possible, lunchtime, right? In the evening, it's time for your body's telling you in the evening, hey, don't give me here something hard for me to digest because otherwise I will not digest properly. And this will be bad to you. I'm going to create even more inflammation here if you give me something hard to digest, right? So that's why the closer to your sleep time, especially if you have sleep problems, if your sleep is not the best, if your energy is not the best, if you have high levels of stress, if you have insulin resistance, it's a must. You need to eat anything that's digestible, easy to digest. For example, Thiago, tell me different examples that I don't know. For example, you can focus on bone broth. Amazing. It's a great source of protein. It digests much better. It's even better for you to sleep. Collagen. Thiago, during the day, what's the best time for me if I want to have collagen? What's the best time of the day? In the evening. In the evening. Got it? Always try in the evening. It's amazing collagen in the evening. That's the best time. Got it? So it can be a source of protein that you need more protein as well. And it's digestible. It's easy for your body to digest. It's going to be a huge benefit to you in the evening. Thiago, another protein, like you can have like fish, but you can have like, when you have like fish or especially chicken, for example, try not to have a lot. Okay. So if you have a lot, as early as possible. Ideally, guys, until 7 p.m. is a time that your body can accept properly for you to digest the food. Later than that, now you are in risk. Your body, any food that, for example, after 7 p.m., let's say 8 p.m., 8:30 p.m., you're going to eat 2 slices or 2 or 3 pieces of fish, of chicken, or anything that's it will take more time to digest. You are in risk already to what? To struggle to have a great sleep. Or even if you have a good sleep, because your body is trying to digest the food, because of the wrong time that you ate, your insulin hormone, will create that deregulation in your insulin. You're going to deregulate your insulin just because you're eating too late. So remember, if you want to improve belly fat, Thiago told me that cortisol hormone and insulin hormone can increase my belly fat, are influencing my belly fat. So that's why I need to improve my insulin hormone. Okay, so one of the ways for me to improve my insulin hormone is not by eating too late. Great. Now you know that, right? So remember this. There are many things that affect your hormones, many things. I'm telling you, the main things here throughout your whole day, what's happening with your hormones throughout the day. In the evening, it's time for you to produce more melatonin hormone. That's the hormone. Guys, melatonin hormone is crucial for weight loss as well. Those people who are not producing enough melatonin hormone in the evening, they will always struggle to lose weight as well. Thiago, tell me another way for me to produce more melatonin in the evening. Because remember, they are like opposite. Your cortisol hormone and your melatonin hormone, they are opposite. When your cortisol spikes, your melatonin hormone tends to decrease. When your melatonin increases, your cortisol hormone tends to reduce, right? What you should expect, a healthy person, what you should expect, you have high levels of cortisol in the morning, early morning, naturally, that's good. You have low levels of melatonin hormone. And in the evening, your cortisol will reduce, your melatonin will increase for you to sleep better. And then when your melatonin hormone is high in the evening, you will tend to lose more weight. You will tend to lose more belly fat. You will tend to the next day feel more energized, have more energy. You will tend to have a better gut. Your melatonin hormone is influenced by your gut as well, and vice versa, right? Remember, everything's connected, guys. Everything's connected. So that's why if you feel that you need something customized, you can talk to me for me to talk about my program. But you need to understand everything that's happening in your body. In the evening, another way for you to produce more melatonin is what? Is when you create something for you to laugh. I have a podcast, or I have a book, I talk to someone else that I laugh, that I feel good, that I smile. Anything that you feel that makes you feel fine, or even smile is the most powerful. But just because you are smiling or laughing, in the evening, you're going to produce more melatonin hormone. Why? Because when you're laughing, you're producing more serotonin hormone. Remember what I told you? Serotonin, the neurotransmitter, serotonin. Serotonin converts in melatonin. So that's why in the evening, your goal is what? If you have an argument with your husband, try to have this argument the next day. If you have a problem with someone else and you want to solve the problem in the evening, big mistake that you're doing. Try to solve the problem the next day. Got it? Because in the evening, it's a crucial time that your cortisol, your goal is to avoid spike your cortisol in the evening. In the evening, it's a must. For you if you want to solve your problem, hormonal problems, postmenopause. Remember, guys, if you're in postmenopause, your cortisol will naturally increase just because you're in postmenopause already. Your hormones are already imbalanced just because you're in postmenopause. Thiago, so it doesn't mean, it means that there is no solution. No, there is a solution. There is always a solution for anything. But it means that you need to be careful and understand what's happening in your body. If you're in postmenopause, or if you have hormonal problems, or if you have autoimmune disease, or if you have diabetes or pre-diabetic, or if you have belly fat, just by being overweight, you need to make sure, or another thing, or if you are having high levels of stress or anxiety, or if you feel exhausted, if you have low energy, everything that I told you now, any one of those symptoms, it's a must. You need to make sure that your cortisol will not spike in the evening. Otherwise, high cortisol levels in the evening, your melatonin will never spike. And then you're going to have problems the next day. And then you create that vicious circle, that cascade. The next day, you are more stressed. You don't know why. The next day, you can feel sad. You don't know why. The next day, you can have bloating, eating the exact same food that you were eating, but that was not creating bloating, but you are today. You don't know why. Okay, why is that happened? Because of what? Because your cortisol was spiked yesterday night. Because yesterday night, you had a situation that you were stressed out or more anxious or anything that created more peaks of cortisol. Today, you are having these effects. Remember that your body can always manifest those symptoms days later. That's why you come to me and say, Thiago, I'm having gut issues, I have food allergy, but I did allergic testing. I was not having allergy to those foods, but every single time that I eat that food, or I don't have the reaction now. I have reactions after 5 days. But why? Yeah, this happens. That's why those allergic testings, they will never solve all your issues, because there are many foods that you eat today that can manifest, that can have gas, or not gas, that can have bloating, that can have high levels of stress. Because of that food allergy that created a food allergy, your body can show this symptom 5 days later, 1 week later. Did you guys do you guys understand that? It's crucial, guys. So check this out. That's why it's a must. In the evening, do something to make you laugh, relax your body, take a warm shower. When you take a warm shower, you're going to reduce your brain waves. It means that you're going to relax the muscles. It means that you will tend to calm down. And by consequence, you're going to reduce your cortisol. You're calming down. Don't watch something. The worst thing that you can do for you to spike your cortisol and have big problems later is when you are watching a movie in the evening that will create more excitement, right? Suspense, film that's suspense, or any film, a movie that you will feel like you are going to even open more your eyes. You are always having that tension, right? It means what? You are just creating more cortisol spike in the evening. So in the evening, you need to be aware of what all the hormones that are produced, have been produced in your body. So that's why Netflix, any movie in the evening, be careful which kind of movie that you're watching. Otherwise, you're gonna spike your cortisol. This will affect all the hormones, right? Including your progesterone hormone and your estrogen hormone. Got it? So super important. Drink. Another question here, Anna. Does drinking apple cider lemon help? When is best to drink? And apple cider vinegar and lemon is amazing to improve your digestion, plus to flatten the curve of your glucose, and by consequence, flatten the curve of your insulin. So you can do this. You can drink like always before any meals. If you forgot, put apple cider vinegar on top of your salad, on your food, okay? Because this will help you as well. And the lemon, the same thing. The lemon will help your digestion. So before the meal, if you forget, put on top of your salad as well. Got it? But always make sure that you're not forgetting, especially if you have gut issues, problem issues. But remember, this is just 1% for you to solve your whole problem. Got it, guys? And then for you, another thing for you to sleep is what? Is by checking so remember, calm your brains down, right? Avoid spiking your cortisol like that in the evening. Plus, the light, remember what I told you? In the morning, you need the light to activate your cortisol naturally. But in the evening, if you do this, you will always keep your melatonin hormone will never be produced in your body if you have bright light in the evening. So after 5 p.m. to 6 p.m., turn off as many lights as possible in the evening at home. Got it? Go to the phone, put in night shifts to put like yellow. Everything that you can to put like as dark as possible in the evening, the better for you to produce more melatonin hormone. Got it? It's going to be crucial for you if you want to improve your energy the next day. Thiago, I want to have more energy. I don't have energy throughout the day. And you told me already that no energy, no sustainable weight loss. You told me that for me to keep burning fat, I need to create more energy. And what's the thing that I need to do? Same thing, increase your melatonin hormone in the evening. And to increase your melatonin, you need to avoid that bright light. When you go to bed, put colder, as cold as you can, your mattress. This will make you sleep faster, okay? Like the same thing, always try to do something that will calm your brain. Like what? The breathing technique, double inhale, one long exhale. This will calm you down as well. Listen to something, self-development for you to feel better. Got it? All those strategies are a whole combination for you to modulate your hormones. Remember that you're changing your biological clock, each cell in your body. All the bacteria are managed by the light in the morning or in the evening. Your bacteria are different compared to evening and morning. Because of what? Because of the light, guys. Even your bacteria change because of the light, the sunlight, the bright light. So that's why in the evening, it's time to calm down. The bacteria will be different. The structure will be different, right? So that's because of what? Because of the light. So turn off as much as you can. The light, even the light of your a laptop, just put as low as possible, okay? And also, I forgot one thing. Remember this forever. remember that when you get the sunlight, it's not only here because of your light for cortisol as well. Because if you want to modulate your cortisol, eyes, right? Retina, get that bright light because of your retina. But for vitamin D, the sunlight, you need to have that contact to your skin, right? But if you're taking vitamin D supplement, you can tell, Thiago, so if I'm taking vitamin D supplement, it means that I don't need to go and get that sunlight in my skin. No. You should. Why? Because there are many other chemical reactions that happens in your body that will just happen if you have that contact with your skin and the sunlight, right? For you to modulate all the hormones, not only of vitamin D, because vitamin D is a hormone, but to modulate all the hormones, you need the contact to the sunlight with your skin. And then many of you guys put like sunscreen. I'm going to put sunscreen because I'm scared to have cancer. Guys, but once you want to get that sunlight because of this goal, don't put sunscreen because you're protecting against UVA and UVB, right? You have UVA, UVB, UVC. UVA and UVB, you put in your sunscreen, is going to block. But what's the problem? If you put sunscreen and then you go to the sun, you will never have that UVB. UVB is crucial for your body. That UVB here, UVA, that can give you cancer. The UVA that can give you cancer, skin cancer. But if UVB is crucial to produce vitamin D in your body, but plus to modulate all the hormones and to create all the chemical reactions in your body. So that's why every single day, you don't need, even if it's cloudy, doesn't matter. Just spend more time, like I said. Get that sunlight in your skin as well. For how long, Thiago? It depends on the color of your skin. For me, for my color, I would need 20 minutes. For 15 minutes. In your case, you would need, if you're really white, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, enough. Got it, but every single day. Did you guys understand that? Extremely important. Guys, yeah, so I know I talk a lot. So questions, do you guys have any question? This video is going to be recorded. And if you are not my client, and if you want to know, Thiago, okay, I need something. You told many things. I learned a lot of things. I have a huge idea already what happens with my body and what I should do throughout the day. But I feel that I need something customized because I have this, and this problem. Guys, so it means that you need something that's customized to your unique body because you are unique, right? What I eat, the food that I eat can never be the same of yours. Even if you love the same food that I eat, but it can never be the same because my bacteria in my gut is different of your bacteria. Got it? So everything is different in your body with my body. Did you understand that? So if you feel that you need, you're going to just, you can send me a message and then we can discuss one of the options to you. But guys, do you guys have any doubt, any question based on the problems that you have? You can tell me if you have like a thyroid issues or autoimmune disease or any problem, diabetes, you can ask me now. Susie, very informative, said very informative. Midat said, thank you, lots of great information. Oh, awesome. That's awesome, guys. Yes, that's my goal. I want you guys to learn. This is super important. Anna said, thank you. Cool. No doubt, everybody's good. You can ask me. Time to ask. Camila Riva said, thank you. Awesome. I'm happy, guys, that you guys are understanding. Yeah. Anna, so super important. Seasonal and environmental allergies. So remember, guys, remember that your genetics can influence your body, the reactions, the symptoms that you have in your body every single day, about average, about 15 to 20%. Your genetics can influence your results by 15 to 20%. Some people, even more than that. So let's suppose, Anna, you were born with these environmental allergies. So because of the seasons of the weather, you have reactions, right? Many of the times is because the reason was because of your mom or your grandparents. That's another thing, interesting thing. Because of your grandparents, because of your mom, her bacteria passed everything to your bacteria, to your immune system. All the functions, the bacteria, all the information that your mom had in her bacteria and your dad, they pass to you as well. What does it mean? It means that you need to check first. The first thing that you need to check is if someone in your family had this as well. Okay, that's one thing. And you need to understand that for how long that you're having this allergy. right? For how long? I have this allergy, depending on the season, if it's when it's spring, you said my whole life, so that's why. So if that was in your whole life, that was because of what I told you. What's your goal? Your goal, because now you know that came from the genetics as well. You need to try, your goal is to try to deactivate that genes in your DNA. The genes that's responsible to create that allergy, right? So that's why, for example, everything that you can for this period of time, everything that you can do and that you can avoid to activate, to strengthen your lungs, right? And at the same time, to avoid reaction. Like what, Thiago? Nowadays, we know that, so two things you need to do, Anna. So check this out. Allergies like this. You need to strengthen your lungs, right? Lungs. So respiratory system. You need to take NAC, because NAC can always put any mucus, to put liquid and get rid of mucus inside your lungs. So NAC and acetylcysteine. For those times that you have like springtime, you're going to take more NAC every single day, right? 1 to 2 tablets, say 600 milligrams of NAC to cleanse your lungs, right? Note this one. Second, you're going to consume more propolis. Be propolis in the morning, 10 to 20 drops in the morning, 10 to 20 drops in the evening. Be propolis. That's going to be amazing as well for that. And at the same time, you are strengthening your lungs. At the same time, you need to avoid anything that can cause more reactions. Nowadays, we know that dairy and gluten can react in your lungs. Your breathing or all your cardiorespiratory system. Nowadays, we know that dairy and gluten can influence your lungs, can inflame a little bit. It depends on each person, right? So that's why you don't need to avoid gluten or wheat, flour, and dairy forever. No, only for this period of time that you have this reaction. For 3 months, I have this problem, Thiago. Okay, so, Thiago, for 2 months, I have this problem. Don't worry. So for 2 months, you spend 2 months without having any food that can create that reaction in your lungs, like what? Like gluten and dairy. Okay, nowadays we know that. It is not for everybody. It doesn't have cause this reaction to everybody. It's only for those people. For you, in this situation, to strengthen your lungs, right, and avoid more reactions, avoid dairy and gluten for this period of time, this season, and more NAC and acetylcysteine, more propolis as well, all right? And plus, Anna, another thing that you should do as well, you need to strengthen the capacity of your cardiorespiratory system as well. The stronger your cardiorespiratory system, the better to you for function. So for example, before those seasons, you need to emphasize more heat sessions, more intense sessions to increase that capacity in your lungs. Got it? Strong lungs, you can have less reactions, all about less reactions, because remember that was from your parents, right? It was genetic. So your goal is at least to deactivate those genes as much as possible. Got it? 20, start with 10 drops, go after 1 to 2 days, go to 20 drops in the morning, 20 drops in the evening. Got it? That's going to be amazing, because Bee propolis is antimicrobial. Anything that's antimicrobial is amazing to your lungs as well. Okay? Cool? Guys, last question that any extra tips for Hashimoto's PCOS? Thanks for all the information so far. Yes. Amber, remember, PCOS, when you talk about PCOS, we talk about insulin resistance. So step number 1 for you to improve your PCOS is by improving every single time, everything that I told you already about your insulin hormone. Okay? And Hashimoto's, same thing. So Hashimoto's is especially your gut, because your thyroid as well, for example, your T3 hormone is not produced more than 70% of your T3 hormone is not produced in your thyroid. It's produced in other organs in your body as well. And one of the main organs that you produce your T3 is in your gut. So if you want to improve your thyroid, if you have hyperthyroidism, if you have hypothyroidism, if you have Hashimoto's, you need to strengthen your gut microbiome, doing what I told you guys as well. Got it? But in PCOS, insulin. If you have PCOS, insulin. Improve your insulin as much as possible. Got it? Yes. Who else said? Okay.
Awesome. Awesome. Guys, I need to go up. Berberine, last question. Is berberine safe for everyone? Yeah, yeah. Berberine, suspecting insulin resistance. Yeah, berberine is amazing for insulin resistance. Berberine is amazing to flatten the curve of your insulin. And side effects, no, guys. Like it's really rare of side effects because it's natural, right? What is natural, you have less chances to have effect. But remember, it will depend on how weak is your body, depending on the weakness that you have in your body. You can have reactions to any healthy nutrient. It will depend on, that's why you need to start with a small amount, go to small amount, always low intake. Low intake, instead of 500 milligrams during the day, go to 200 milligrams. Check how you feel. Feel fine, and then you increase that. Got it? But remember, berberine is amazing. It's a big help, but it's not enough. One supplement will never solve your whole issue. One thing will never solve your whole issue. It's like I told you guys, did you not guys notice that your body is amazing, right? When you wake up until the evening, your body, there are many things that happen with your body. Got it? So that's why you guys should pay attention to this. Cool. Guys, all good. Have a great day. So now I spent more than 1 hour and a half. So any doubt, you just can DM me as well. I'm happy to help you. I'm going to keep this live recorded for some time for you guys to rewatch again, take notes. Cool. And then any doubt, you let me know. Awesome. All good. See you soon, guys. Let's crush it. Let's crush it. Have a great day.